Greetings from Christian News and Interviews. So there's a really sad story coming out of uh, the DC area. A 13-year-old boy, Karon Blake, left his home at, I guess, 3:30 in the morning. He and two other boys were confirmed by police to have been out meddling with cars. Consequently, someone woke up, grabbed a gun, went out, and shot him. But the question many people are asking is, why was a young teenage boy out wandering the streets of Washington, D.C., meddling with cars? Why was he not in his bed? And so I want you to listen to this mother who indicates that her 13-year-old child was the man of her house. And once you hear that, you'll understand that maybe as the man, quote unquote, man of his house at 13, maybe he had license to come and go as he pleased. So maybe it was okay for him to be out at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, doing whatever he felt like doing. Listen to this.
The time of of the day it was, despite like all of that. Children are children. Some of them grow up too fast. Some of them do things that they're not supposed to do. And some of us parents are not aware at all times. What I can say is that Karan came from a good home, and I tried my best with him, you know. But Jason Lewis, he had no right. He had no right. It could have went a whole different way, you know. And it's like everybody is like, what is he doing out at 4 a.m.? Like, would y'all feel better if it was at 4 p.m.?
Okay, let me pause there. She's starting to head shaking, and she's asking us would we have felt better had he been out at 4 p.m. instead of 4 a.m. Now, my guess is that that cute little saying came from someone else. Someone else suggested that to her, and so she picked it up and ran with it. It doesn't make any sense because the truth of the matter is a 13-year-old is expected to be out at 4 because school ends at about 3. So you figure a 13-year-old is expected to be on the streets at 4 o'clock. Things are open at 4 o'clock. Stores are open at 4 o'clock. You can visit your friends at 4 o'clock. You can go to the library and do your homework at 4 o'clock. So I would expect a child to be on the streets at 4 o'clock, en route home, en route to the library, en route to a store, en route to a friend's house. However, at 4 o'clock in the morning, there are no stores open, no libraries open. You're not expected at 4 o'clock in the morning to go knock on a friend's door to visit a friend. So the only place I can think of that a person would be at 4 o'clock in the morning is in his bed at home. So the mother may think that what she said was cute. I don't find it cute. I find it ignorant.
A crime is a crime, and that's just that. He took my baby, my firstborn, and it's messed up. But I gotta live with that. But I really hope that I get justice for my child, and I hope that this man is convicted to the highest. Justice for Karon.
The United States.
Okay. All right. So now I want you to hear this.
About not having Karon in the home anymore.
He was the man of the house.
Did you hear that? She said he was the man of the house. We're talking about a 14-year-old.
That's who helped me. And he took him from me.
In the district, Mark
I'm going to play that again.
Seagraves, News 4.
He was the man of the house. That's who helped me. And he took him from me.
So she said that her 13-year-old child was the man of the house. The 13-year-old child is who helped her. And the 13-year-old child was taken from her. Parents, don't put that type of responsibility on the child. I don't know if he was out there trying to figure out a way to make money to help her out. I don't know if he was just under the influence of rotten friends. But you heard it from his mother's mouth. She viewed her 13-year-old child as the man of his house. And she said that he was there helping her. Helping her? That's a lot of responsibility on a 13-year-old child. Listen to it one more time.
In the district, Mark Blake had 2 younger sisters and a younger brother. His mother became emotional as she spoke about not having Karon in the home anymore.
He was the man of the house. That's who helped me.
He was the man of the house. That's who helped me. Let's take this type of horrible responsibility off of the shoulders of these young 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16-year-old children. Allow children to be children so that they will feel comfortable sleeping in their bed at 4 o'clock in the morning instead of out running the street, figuring out who they can rob, whose car they can break into and go joyriding in. Never allow a 13-year-old child to feel like he or she is the head of anything. Their job is to be in school, learning, and preparing for college or trade school, not figuring out how to earn money to help their mother. Stay tuned. I will be following this story.